welcome to this week's podcast, Let's Talk About. And this week we're speaking with Mandy Schultz from the Loverberry Strawberry Farm. So Mandy operates the farm with her husband, Adrian. And she also founded a very popular Facebook group called Our War on Waste. And Mandy has been really leading the way in fighting food waste on farms really ever since, as far as I'm aware. She's very, very passionately outspoken. And I think from what I've experienced, Mandy's really shifted the attitude of the farmers around her to not accept waste as being a given. It's actually not okay. So welcome, Mandy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hi, Michelle. Thank you.
No worries. Now, you've just heard my little intro for you. Can you please expand on that a little bit and just give us a bit of a rundown of where it all started for you to end up here doing what you do now?
Okay, so initially started here on the farm. Used to throw out fruit every year, and my friends would come around with their trailers and they'd say to me, "I just can't believe you're throwing it out." And I would say, "Yeah, I don't either, but I've got nothing I can do with it," because it was usually at that point of time it was about rain damage. So I'm also a naturopath. Yep. So I then sort of got fed up with seeing kids eating artificial colours and flavours and started to do a little bit of investigating. So there was a two-part start with the war on waste, because initially it started to create the strawberry powder.
Yeah.
That was the idea of finding a solution to our farm was the strawberry powder. And then, believe it or not, the war on waste group came secondary because we had a bit of an issue.
Yeah. So, yeah, what was the issue? Sorry.
Okay, so we'll go back a step. So the powder was originally my idea to solve our farm waste. And then last year I was in the pack house and it was raining, and I really just kind of swore and had a little bit of a hissy fit and went, "This is just ridiculous." And I went up to IGA and I bought some Glad bags, and I just asked my staff to take the leaves off to make it easier, and we started putting the strawberries into the bags, hence the name cooking berries.
Yep.
Okay, because they weren't processed or washed as terms of frozen and there. And then the second part of it came is when I was in this idea of doing the strawberry powder, I had met Eleanor from Sanford Commons, and she sort of said to me, "I don't know why you're worrying about this powder, because I originally wanted to send it to China. I was going to save the world." And she sort of said, "Well, you can do a lot here locally." So Eleanor has been actually a major part of my growth, because she taught me about stuff. And as a part of the War on Waste group, I have to say I didn't know much about any of this beforehand. So I've actually learned as the group went along. I never even knew there was people that cared about waste. I didn't even know we had waste. So I'm a kind of bit like a self-taught waste person now.
You're doing very well at it.
It's great. I think, I go about it intentionally now, but when it comes to the waste in our car park parties, but when it began, it was really quite accidental. So, if I go back to those bags, I then rang up Eleanor. "Eleanor, I've got all these frozen bags. How do I find the Thermomix people? How do I find these people that you told me that would actually be interested in this product that I think should be waste or thrown out?" So it was Eleanor that said, "Come on, I'm going to give you a hand," and we started the Our War on Waste group. And because Sanford Commons is so passionate about waste and recycling, and they were the ones that really initiated the first step of the cooking berries, because I used to go out to Sanford Commons on a Friday in the morning, and that people would come and pick up my cooking berries, and the network just grew.
Wow. And now it's like, was it over 5,000 people in your group?
Oh, yeah, it got a little bit crazy. So we started off with strawberries, and we sort of thought, "Oh, yeah, well, that's pretty good." And by the time we finished harvest last year, we had about 700 people following us. And then another farmer said, "Oh, well, do you think you could help me?" And I kind of went, "Oh, I don't know, I'll have a go." And I had a go. And before you know it, we went from 700 to 1,400. And some of it wasn't intentional. So I think what I probably trying to say, I think that the group is really, really successful because they drive it. It's not me doing anything in particular other than, I've got some farm food waste and it's all going to be thrown out. Are you interested in it? And the people that really care and the people that want to make a difference love the fact that there's this group where they're amongst other like-minded people and we can all get together and have car park parties.
Yeah.
Save the farmer, buy scrappy produce and kind of live happily ever after.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. And I was at that one in Coorparoo with you, and it was quite amazing, the number of people traveling, from around that area to come in and get so much. It really is, a lot of people are so passionate about preventing waste and food waste like that. I mentioned to a business partner that's over in Germany about it, and he was just shaking his head, just going, I just can't believe that you'd be throwing out that much food. Like, it's just, and I know it's not just Australia that does it, but I think there's things about Australia, like the distances and things like that make it harder in Australia to get really good food distribution systems.
I think there is the capacity, though. It's not just about that. I think if we're going to talk about food waste as a whole, we have perfect climate. So we have this climate where we have this ability to grow a lot. We've got a limited population and obviously food distribution channels and all that sort of thing. But we generally, as Australia, have a lot of oversupply. It's not just berries. Look at the poor sweet potato thing. And we could then go on a great big rant about, well, we could obviously have less waste within our foreign imports and blah, blah, blah. But really, I think food waste is more than just one issue.
Yeah.
I really do. But I think collaboration can make a difference, Michelle.
Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with that. And just about that, like from a whole of industry perspective, what could really help to reduce food waste on a whole?
All food waste or just within strawberries and berries?
I'll start with strawberries and berries and then maybe just like, farms in general with...
Well, I've got to be fair, I don't know much about other farms.
Yeah.
I'd like to say that I'm a wizard of most things, but I'm actually a wizard of not much. So I don't know. But when it comes to strawberries, it is an oversupply. And I think, look, if I'm going to get really into what I really think the problem is, I think it's about retail shopping. Because once upon a time, we used to have lots of people that would sell food, but now we have these massive supply chains that own a huge percentage of the retail pie, and they have the capacity to what I call control and conquer. So I got quite topical earlier on in this year when I said, well, there's all these big super farms that have arisen, and they're all, fighting for the market share that goes within, whether it be Coles, Aldi, Costco, whatever. Let's just call them the supermarket supply chain. But we don't know what those supermarket chains are saying to each farm. So I would have actually felt more confident if any of these chains said, hey, we're going to buy your fruit, but we're going to lock in that we will take 10 pallets a year and we promise to pay you a minimum of this. But instead they don't. They go to one farm and they'll say, okay, I'm going to take 10,000 from you. They'll go to somebody else and I'll take 10,000 from you. Or are they? So we have no idea if the oversupply that what's going on in the strawberry industry has been manipulated. Are all the farmers just stupid? Which I don't really think.
No. Yeah.
But I've had to be a bit careful about that because, you can't upset too many people.
I actually think, upsetting more is better because, if it's...
Just excuse me one moment, Michelle. Adrian's come knocking for a reason.
Yep.
No, but I'm sorry, I can't do anything. Michelle, are we able to pause because someone's just shown up?
Oh, okay.
I'm not sure why.
Yep, no, that's okay. We can pause and come back.
I'll just be 5 minutes. I might just have to send them out to the field. But I know this sounds silly. How do I pause it on my screen?
Well, we'll have to actually hang up and then dial back So just give me a call back as soon as you're free, and we'll keep going from there.
Okay, I'll only be 5 seconds. I don't think they knew that we were picking all day, so hang on a minute.
Yep, no
Thank you,
worries.
and I'm really sorry.
That's all right.
Today.
Yep.
We did close the farm at 12:30, but you know how general public sometimes.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I certainly wish I lived closer to you, so it would be easier for me to pop up and grab some strawberries. That's for sure.
I'm sorry about that time disruption for you, though.
That's okay, not a problem. I've got plenty of things that I can do at this computer. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, where we sort of left off from was food waste as a whole of industry and upsetting people as a matter of course. I think having a level of awareness of what's really happening out there, and if we don't talk about it, it will never change. So yeah, under
Yeah, I think you're right there, and I also find that, like, because of this group, my whole perception changed. I didn't understand or know anything about waste. You just thought waste was normal. So being a part of this group and meeting the sort of people that I've been privileged to meet, and they've opened my own eyes. Like, so I look at my kitchen really differently now, and like when my daughter goes to take, we try to use Glad wrap as an emergency, for example, if we have any at all, and I'm putting my son, who's quite happy to embrace using the wax lunchbox things, and my daughter, oh, Mum, why do you have to just be so alternative? I said, because we have a responsibility, Madeline. So, and when you look at your food, so, then every time I see where we haven't eaten something, and it opens your mind, and once your mind's open, you can't go back.
Yeah.
And you just start to be more conscious, and once you become, it's like anything, once it's come into the consciousness, you can then make a choice and take active parts to save waste.
Yeah.
And how that happens, I think the greatest way to make a change is in someone's house. I mean, like when you start to cook.
Oh, and yeah, I did a blog only a little while ago around food waste, because it's something that I started blogging about it probably 12 months ago, because with the kitchen we have a lot of pulp waste from the juicing process, and with that, like, I try and find ways to upcycle it. Like I powdered the orange skin peels, and I put all of the pulp down onto my fruit trees to feed my fruit trees, and I feed my worms. I have my worm farm, and so I've been very, very aware of never putting my waste into landfill, and finding ways to do that. And I'm surprised that there's not more companies as a whole that pay attention to the impact that they're having on the environment. And it's quite amazing the level of negligence. It's almost like, I know it's ignorance as well, but there's like a level of negligence in it. I think from a company perspective, like from corporations that are out there working in this environment, they have a responsibility to not waste like that.
Yeah, I agree, but I still think the biggest number one shift of why we have so much waste comes back to our retail shopping. So when I grew up, my mum went to the fruit shop, and you got a box.
Yeah.
Didn't everything come in separate wrappers? So you've got the packaging waste issues, and then you have the food waste issues. But with the food waste, if you think back, it's about overconsumption of food, Michelle, because if you go back to the old days and you got a cow or you had a harvest, they didn't have food on their beck and call, so they would use every part of a beast or a plant. It got preserved, dried, or pickled to last them the harvest because of our climate. So I think you're going back into it's just a whole different way of doing things. And I think what you're doing for your own business is really good. And yes, corporate-wise, they could make a difference. But I think in their mentality sometimes, I think if it's fruit and vegetable, it's good for landfill because it helps decompost and makes the soil good. So I think there's a lot of misunderstanding of that.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah. So just moving on from that, because like you said, food waste in the home is a really big issue. Overconsumption, over purchasing, over cooking. What are sort of some things that you think would really help to reduce food waste in the home that people could do?
Don't cook when you're hungry, because then you don't cook as much.
That's very true.
I think menu planning has a lot to do with things, and like recycling and using every bit instead of always thinking that every meal needs to be made from scratch. Think of your I didn't have a grandmother, but for those who are fortunate enough that had a grandmother or a nana, they used everything. And you see it in nature too. Like culturally, they might make something, but they will then reuse that into that and reuse. It's just this whole, there's only a bit left and put it away. Well, hang on a minute, that actually would be enough to fit on my sandwich, or I think it's about I like the word reuse, because you can reuse lots of things.
Absolutely, yes. I know we reuse a lot here, especially if I make too much curry or too much stew or something. My youngest son puts everything on wraps and cooks it as like is it a quesadilla, or is that how you pronounce it? The Mexican flat wrap with stuff in it. Yeah, he puts everything on those things. It works well. It's amazing what you can put on a quesadilla.
That's funny.
Yeah. So like just around the farm, because I think there's not many people that get the opportunity to really talk to our farmers that are out there out there on the land doing the work and bringing the food in. What's your favorite things about actually running the farm? What do you love the most about it?
The same thing I love about it is the same thing I hate about it.
Yeah.
So I love most of all the way that we get to live. It's a dichotomy, because I love the lifestyle that we have, and that the kids have been able to grow up with international people here, the exposure that they've had, the wide open spaces. But I also hate how it's restrictive. It's really hard work, and sometimes it can feel like a ball and chain around your leg. And now that they're tweenies, it's not like they live in a place where they can go down the street where there's a skate park and all their mates are hanging out. So, we've hit the era of Uber driving.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you're being interrupted again, or you? You're right. No.
Yeah, I am being. So just, that's okay. Just give me 1 minute. Hello, can you just, I'm going to have to, give me 5 minutes, Michelle. This is going to take a bit longer than you and I had hoped.
Okay. Not a problem.
Even our picking and all the rest of it. That's the accountant who thought he'd pop in to pick up some strawberries. Someone else is picking strawberries. So I'm genuinely really sorry, because I did want to give you 110 of my percent.
That's okay. I totally understand.
Okay.
Yeah. We've only got a little...
That's where we stopped and put it together again.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's exactly what I'll do. I'll be like, oh, well, we had a couple of interruptions, but that's totally fine.
Okay, let's get back to it.
All right. So, yes, the things that you loved and dislike about the farm, and I totally understand that. I actually live on some acreage outside of, I'm actually northern Gold Coast area. So, yeah, it's a long way for my 15-year-old to get to the skate park or so without all the hard work of actually having to run a farm as well. But I understand those distances and trying to get kids to and from events and socializing and
or even a Uber, so you can so if you want to get out for dinner, you can get a lift home, or so we're not far. Like for us, we're only 15 minutes from Caboolture or 15 minutes from Woodford, but like we often have car park parties. We want to have a staff. We used to be able to have pizza parties. I can't get anybody to deliver any pizzas, even if I'm ordering 25 of them.
Yeah, that's a bit rough, isn't it?
Lucky I don't eat pizza. So,
yeah.
I love the farm, but there are some times, particularly where I just particularly when it's about having quality of life. So when you live where you work, it's really been the thing I probably hate the most is the effect that has on Adrian.
Yeah.
Because Adrian sometimes, even in the off season, always feels like he's at work, or we live in an old house and I'll say, come on, let's do the gardens. The last thing he feels like doing is doing the gardens. So he's a horticulturalist.
Yeah.
It's all work to him. So we try to get off the farm regularly just so he has a change of headspace, and that can sometimes be hard because then when he comes back there's even more work to do because nobody's kept up with the slashing or the mowing or the blah blah blah.
Yeah, it would be quite difficult. There'd be a lot of hard work and keeping yourself sane when that's like 24/7. Yeah, it's
it's only 24/7 for a certain part of the year, but then when they all go, I tell you, I love sitting on the veranda and it's quiet and you can actually hear the pop, like the pop, 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 and the birds. And when everybody goes, I love the quietness of the farm, and I think that's really for me what I love most because that's what's best for me. Because I'm a pretty high intense person. My brother said you can be very intense, and I actually at first thought that was a bit rude, but now I kind of realise that energy of mine can be exhausting or intense.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's important to have the rest time as well because it's great having an intense level of energy, but you can't run like that 24/7, 365. That's for sure.
No, so I think that's where the farm's really good for me. So personally, it's about, I think I will this year allow that. Okay, because I've kind of been running here for about 18 months since my dad passed away. So it's time this post-harvest time to take a deep breath and allow myself some quiet moments.
Yeah, I bet. That's a good idea. And just with collaborations, because we've done some stuff together and we've got a bit of plans in the works, and you've got collaborations going with Cocoa Pod as well on the Sunshine Coast. How's that? What does that look like for you? Like, I understand, for me working with you, I just went, I want to support and I want to find a way to use some of your strawberries in a way to value add and create a product from what would potentially be waste. Is that what you sort of look for in all the people that you collaborate with?
I don't actually go out of my way to find something to collaborate with. I've got to be fair. I just think that makes the world a better place if everybody helps somebody else. And if throwing my fruit out means that I can return some lost wages or we can make something from it. Like Jared at Newstead Brewery, he came and bought something. He's doing something for somebody else, and it makes it like with Cocoa Pod. It was my freeze-dried strawberries. I've sold them to her, and she's gone them on. But now we're talking about making something even more better that no one's heard of before together. And how does that look like for me? I don't really know because I make a lot of stuff up as I go along, and then I work out this is what it looks like for me. So what it looks like for me right now is we have a lot of people that are very passionate about Loverberry. They're passionate about waste. And I think those people will also be passionate about collaboration on how we can make something good out of something that was going to be thrown out. And Christmas is coming, so I think it's about asking those people, and we'll be polling them. Would they like to do a bit similar to like a bulk buy? It looks like to me that we'll say, okay, well, we're going to have this amount of chocolate or this amount of kombucha, or I'd like to say we have this amount of cider, but I don't have a license for the cider. But, and are you interested? And then working back from there on how we'll make it happen. But really, it's just about reusing again. Okay, we've done our frozen, we've done our jams, everybody's houses are full, but not everybody's got time to make kombucha. I don't. And I can't make freeze-dried chocolates because I'd end up diabetic.
Yeah.
So I can have fun. It's like making. If you like making things and you like doing things, but I don't know how to paint and I'm not a tradie, it's just like having fun.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, I've definitely had fun working with you on this, so it's been great. It's been really
finished yet.
Yeah. we'll get there. So for my listeners, if they wanted to become involved, how can more people become involved in your campaign, in your war on waste?
I don't find that hard to answer because I don't actually sometimes feel like I'm a campaigner for war on waste. I just am like a user of, I like that word reuse. reuse. Like, this is stuff that would have been thrown out. Would you like to take it home and reuse? So my thinking at this point in time is probably a little bit limited, because my answer would be join our group. Come and use the berries that we have, you know, and post what you did with them. So maybe I should rename it the reuse group.
Yeah. I have noticed there's been quite a number of people posting photos of, protein balls they've made with the strawberry powder and slices and things, and they look beautiful. So yeah, it's certainly inspiring me to get into the kitchen and do some cooking.
I know, but geez, I wish there was a way that we could all just have the massive big cook up, because some people are really, really clever, you know, and some of the stuff that they make I'd actually really like to eat. So even though I'm a foodie, I'm a really time poor foodie, so here's something I miss most about the farm. I'd like to have somebody where I can buy really good quality prepared meals from.
Yeah, and they get delivered to you.
To you, gluten-free, dairy-free, paleo-free, you know.
Yep.
You know, keto-friendly, all the things I like to do that take actually time to build a menu and a recipe. So instead I just eat a lot of kale and salmon.
Yep. I know that feeling. Yeah.
Goes in the oven, kale small, fixes everything, doesn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, that's cool. So yes, so if they go on our War on Waste and just get involved, start posting that sort of stuff. I think that's
get involved, and you know, hook up with a lot of the other groups. There's so many Facebook groups up there about, you know, the North Brisbane buy. I really like the buy. What do they call them? The bake, buy, and swap groups, because it's with people that have excess stuff. They all come along and they swap. They're so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like I went to a couple of them, and they all make stuff, and they're all friendly, and they have a chat, and you just swap stuff. And I think that's really cool. I got to go to the one at Burpengary, and I've never been to one before. I just thought, this is just awesome community stuff. And I kind of didn't have anything to swap, but I gave a lot of berries away just because I thought it was nice to be there.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'll look that one up. That sounds like something I'd love to be a part of. And so with your ambassadors, like, just so I understand, because you've got ambassadors that they pretty much volunteer their front yards for your car park parties. Is that how they work?
Yes, they're people that are passionate about waste, and we call them ambassadors because we can't do it without them, and they help me, you know, and they're great. But few of them like to cook. Few of them are foodies, so I've got a few of them that I really like to go to, because when you go there, they've always baked something.
Oh, that chalky cake. Yeah, that chalky cake the other day. That was amazing.
Also, our Roachdale ambassador, she's right into gluten-free, sugar-free, and that sort of thing. So she's always got something raspberry-fied going on. And the ladies of Clifton, when I went up there, they were having a bake swap-and meeting. I don't know. For me, the ambassadors, I think we can't do what we do without them, because they allow us into their homes in the terms of their driveway. They allow people to come in and pick up the berries from them. And people who care about waste and who care about food wouldn't do that, you know, because it takes a big heart to say, I'll help you. And they may not think they're doing much, but it wouldn't happen without them.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
I was on the side of the street, but I get arrested.
Yeah. Yes, you would.
I kind of didn't really check any of the details of the council car park parties. It's been like, yeah, let's have a car park party. And one of the first ones was on the side of the road at Narangba.
And you got away with it? Didn't get in trouble for that one?
Yeah, I did get away with it, actually.
Bonus. Oh, goodness. Yeah. I guess, so to wrap it up, because I don't want to take your time for much longer, you know, we've been a little while now. Just if you could share with our listeners just one thing about you that most people don't know.
I'm a naturopath, and I've been a naturopath for 25 years, and I've still been working and practicing as a naturopath. So people tend to think of me as being the sort of the fun, noisy, and I really like people, and they see that side of me, but then I wear a completely different hat that I've worn for 25 years, and I'm really passionate about health. And I think the other thing people wouldn't know about me is I've never lived on a farm before. I come from a farming family. I'm a Sydney chick.
Yeah.
For me, that sort of liked the quiet life of the country and met a horticulturalist. So Everything is not without intention. Things happen the way that they are, but that would be two things. I'm not from a farm. I'm originally from the city. Spent most of my time on the beach, and I've been a naturopath since 1994 and worked in health since 1990.
That's awesome. That's really, and that's really good to know. I'll be, picking your brains at different different times.
I'm starting to want to retire from my naturopathic hat. This year will probably be the year that I do retire. I've resigned from several hours that I used to do at the store to be able to focus on the war on waste and my freeze-dried powder. And I'm really getting ready to hang my hat up. Doesn't mean that I'm not passionate about people. It doesn't mean that I'm not passionate about health. But it's time to I want to hang my hat up and perhaps go see a
naturopath. Take a big chill out. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's time to just calm down.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate everything that, and just giving up your time to talk to us. I know that, as I've been following your journey and being involved with you, I just wanted to be able to share that with, the people who follow me as well. And so they can get to know you better and understand more why I immediately was attracted to going and helping you and doing something with you. I was just like, yes, this is definitely what I have to do.
Oh, awesome. Well, I've enjoyed meeting up with you, and it's not over yet. We're going to make more magic happen. Just going to make it happen one step at a time, and you're going to take care of all the technical details, Michelle.
Totally. I'm good at technical details.
Good deal.
Yeah.
All right, nice to talk to you, and thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Mandy. Talk soon.
Bye.